Great. Awesome.
All right.
So, Mark, are you going to step back in and take over now? Aaron, if you'll stop share. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they can take over now.
On it.
Anthony's taking over for this break.
Oh, am I? Well, thank you, Aaron. That was amazing. And yes, the content that you gave to me is on GitHub now. So that is available for everyone to use.
Oh, there's Joey.
Hey, in my content,
and Matt and Pam. Everybody's here.
It's a party.
And my content is on GitHub already. As of like 10 minutes ago.
Pam was there before.
What?
Right,
the slide deck may not match the slides that I'm presenting because I
interestingly enough, I think I was pull request number 1 on the GitHub. Like I thought that was awesome. I was like, woo!
Nice.
Can I tell you that I predicted that you and Bob would have yours up there first? No offense, Joey.
You did?
I did. Oh yeah. I'm like, Pam's is probably already up there.
No, this is like the best I've never done this before. So
yeah, I'm usually terrible. They're usually bugging me like weeks after my session.
Oh, I'm the same way. That's why I was like, this is not going to be me. But I did it. I had it done and sent before I started.
Woohoo!
I know.
Nice. Good times. Fantastic sessions so far today. I'm looking forward to the ones the rest of the day I can't attend, even with Joey's insanity level session.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm going to eat lunch.
Funny story, and I'll tell it again when we're presenting. But the environment I wanted to have isn't as complex as I have because I couldn't freaking get an AG to work in Azure yesterday over a hybrid connection. It's the weirdest thing. All network traffic is working. The AG just would not come online. And
you're probably just not holding your mouth right.
Yeah, I think it's something with my network, but I don't know. It's a VPN. Everything else worked. So we're not in Azure. We're in data center.
Dun, dun, dun. So, Aaron, make sure you check out the chat over there. There's a lot of compliments to you.
Oh. I'm like moving
it's
all my screens.
Always good for you.
There's a lot of input for this conference. I'm like bouncing around like trying to figure out what to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So the answer is when you speak, nothing.
Right.
When you're speaking, your moderator will handle everything else. So ignore it all.
Okay.
I want to say, Aaron, that we asked for lots of demos in the session, and fair play.
Yeah, I didn't pull out the debugger, but I'm a demo girl, so I was all over that.
I'm feeling woefully inadequate. I have only one demo, and I am not using the debugger, so I might be in trouble here.
I'm using Wireshark, but no debugger.
Oh,
it's a network debugger.
Making me look bad.
No, see, here's the thing, Pam. Like, I had somebody like challenge me, like, could I do a session with no demos? And I don't think so. Like, I don't know what I'd do. So yeah. I think it's great that you can only have one.
I like to talk a lot. In fact, my presentation is actually a story. Like, it's literally like past, present, and future. So I don't know. Some people like it. The funny thing is when I did this, the session I'm doing, I did it past a few years ago. I think it was I don't know. It's all blending together. And I got comments like, oh, this was so amazing. I'd love to hear the history. And then like the next line down was, too much freaking history. I don't want to hear all this. This is boring. So it's kind of a love it or hate it. So.
Nice. What is it? I posted that one time, Aaron. I will not be accepting advice at this time. I was baking bread and I ended up completely covered in dough. And so we posted this picture and I was like, I will not be accepting advice at this time.
That's a good one.
So,
that's when I told you about that's when I made the cake, right? You had the bread fail and I had the cake with too much salt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, way too many people. When I post something like, oh, you should try so-and-so. No, I'm not. No.
So hang on. I got all these questions in here that are still open. Should I be answering them?
Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
Oh, if you want to answer them there, yes. Otherwise, I'll go through and dismiss them all. But those are the ones I emailed to you.
Okay.
We've got about 10 minutes till the next session, everyone. And that's Joey's session on Deep Inside Azure SQL High Availability. Is the only insanity level session that we have today. So really looking forward to it.
It's slightly less insane because of the lack of Azure. I really had this cool plan to have an availability group replica in India, and the rest of ours were going to be in LA. Yeah.
I'm just hearing excuses, to be honest.
Hold on. Let me add here that slightly less insane is still insane.
Sane.
Right? He didn't say, "Oh, it's totally sane now. Everything's normal."
Yeah, there's a lot of debug X events in this session.
One of my favorite.
Yeah, Aaron, you should be happy. I'm using like all the X events.
Because you can't use Profiler, can you?
This is a place where X events are far superior to Profiler. I use them all the time when they're superior.
Yeah, over time, X events should hopefully become far superior.
You know, you say, Pam, over time, but we're 12 years in.
Yeah, they already are.
When we develop a new feature, we're adding X events. We're not adding Profiler events. So
I was thinking about something today, specifically with this. Availability groups, one of the first features that I think were fully developed in that X events time frame. Mm-hmm. So there's a very rich set of X events in place, and that's just kind of an interesting scenario.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you're going to see that going forward. That's what I mean by going forward. Hopefully the user interface for managing them will get better too, but the events themselves, I mean, there's just so much good information in there that you can't do in Profiler. So I know.
I did use Profiler yesterday when we were trying to figure out why the AG wouldn't join in India, though.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just like so easy to click, I'm running a trace. I get that. I do.
Yeah.
Too, but yeah.
It showed me that the same SQL I was running was running.
Yeah.
So for all attendees, we have the speaker speaker feedback URL on the slide there. Please do leave us feedback about the overall event, and there's also individual links to the sessions there. So Aaron's just finished the session. Please leave feedback so we can pass it on to Aaron. Let her know what you thought of the session and whether or not if you like burritos or not. I've seen a few people saying that they don't like burritos, and I just don't understand.
Where did that come from?
Yeah,
it's one of the questions on the speaker feedback.
Is that like the bowl of M&Ms with no brown M&Ms, like the Van Halen rider?
Oh, you mean to see if people are paying attention?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Please answer yes here so we know you actually read the question.
Yeah.
Or Janice, you're killing me with these backgrounds, dude.
Perfect. So now that I caught your attention, now you have to keep an eye to make sure that when you count exactly how many hits it hits the corner.
Oh, I thought I had it then.
What are we supposed to count? What?
Oh, when the DVD icon hits the exact corner of the screen.
Oh.
I like you, Argenis, but I'm not going to keep staring for that long.
I don't like him that much. I mean, I love him, but I don't like him that much.
Oh, but I'm glad you're back, Argenis, because I was like watching on the YouTube stream this morning because I was, making breakfast and driving my son to school and stuff. So I didn't want to, be on Zoom. And I really wanted to comment about Cheesies versus Cheetos. And I figured I'd hold my tongue because you guys were talking about Cheetos and Cheesies are just far superior to Cheetos, in my opinion.
I'm not sure what those are.
No.
Wait, hang on.
Are they a Seattle thing?
Oh, God. Aaron's going to
get they're Canada thing. I could run upstairs and get some, but I'm not going to. Because actually, Argenis, I have 2 bags for you from Canada from when I went to SQL Saturday.
I'm just shocked that you haven't eaten them yet because you have my full permission to do so.
Oh, Cheez-It.
Is that what you said?
No. Okay. Hold on.
We have Cheez-Its in the South, Aaron. I know what Cheez-Its are.
I thought that's what she said. Now I'm hungry.
Okay, so go on Amazon and search for Cheesies. Cheezees. Cheesies.
Hey, do you understand why they're so close? They got Z's.
I do. I totally do. However, Cheesies are more like Cheetos. They're like crunchy Cheetos, but the flavor is just out of this world. And I first had Cheesies. When did I first have them? I have some friends from Canada, and they gave them to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. But I'm like, they just taste like Cheetos. And then I went back and I had Cheetos, and I realized how lacking flavor Cheetos are when compared to Cheetos.
Oh.
And
So it's like Cheetos compared to the store brand Cheetos.
yes, probably. I mean, I haven't had store brand Cheetos in a while, but yeah. And you can order Cheesies on Amazon if you're not anywhere near Canada. But every time I go to Canada, I come back with Cheesies and Kinder Eggs, but don't tell anybody because they're illegal here.
We might need to modify the.
Joey, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and you can take over.
Okay, cool. I'm ready to go.
So I just want to comment. Anthony Nocentino in the Slack channel said Cheez-Its plus Old Bay is awesome. And I just want to tell everybody that's on this call right now, all 400 plus people, Anthony is broken.
Why? How is that broken?
That
sounds awful.
Is it not good? What do you do?
It's
Do you
good.
like? Do you shake up a bag with Old Bay and Cheez-Its and?
Or like
Yeah, pretty
butter
much.
and bake them, or
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Butter and bake, or no? Just
Well, you
just
could do that if you bake it. Obviously, it would stick better, like with a little bit of oil or butter. But I just toss it on there individually. It's pretty awesome. So hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you think about
We
that
have to try
experiment.
this now.
I know.
Okay.
I'm tempted.
I wonder if that would be good with like ranch mix if you did
There
it
we go.
that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joey, I can see your screen.
You get 0
All right.
Michelin stars.
So you take one away.
Start talking about SQL Server again, or do we need to stop talking about Snap?
We got
Right.
2 minutes. You're all right. We're just doing. I'm just making sure Joey can share screen. Do you want to switch to a demo? Make sure we can see everything as well.
Yeah. You're good?
But yeah, the slides look good. Possibly make that a little bit bigger if you can.
Yeah, that was just VMware. I can zoom in here too.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I can see it fine. It's just a bit small for me.
Yeah. We shall zoom in.
No, that's great. Okay, and we're back on the slides. You've got about a minute to go. Okay, so we're all going to dive off now and let Joey kick off in about a minute. Just for the attendees, we've got the Q&A panel there. If you have questions, please ask them there. If you have comments or want to interact, please use the Slack channel. We're not really monitoring the chat in Zoom too much. We do have the Slack channel for ongoing conversations. So if you have a comment, please go into Slack. Please keep Q&A just for the questions. Thank you very much. And Joey,